are live. Millennial pause. Give me a second. And we are live. Hey, guys. I'm Wolfie. Sorry about that. I had to adjust the time. Just a tiny little bit. Busy morning. Things just, busy. And then, you get pulled aside. You got to go over here. You have to go over here. Oh, hey, you forgot this one thing over here. And so it's just been one crazy back and forth with a bunch of things. And I actually forgot two things. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I actually forgot two things. I'll be right there. Be right there. Sorry, I know. I'm running. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Come on, man. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. I promise. I know. I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Unprofessional. Val in the house. I know she was in there. I know that. So I'll give a shout out to that. I'm moving as fast as I can, y'all. I'm moving as fast as I can. All right, I'm coming. I'm here. I am officially here. Sorry about that. My apologies. Unprofessional. 9 people up in this biatch. 10 people. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right. Whoo. Sweating like a mofo right now. Receding hairline exposure. Hope everyone's good. Stoic is in the house. Val in the house. Good to see you. Jeez. This is bad. All right. Welcome, everyone, to this live. I appreciate you being here. 10 people in the house. Stoic in the house. Val in the house. Good to see you. Today, we got a docket of a show. A lot going on. I'm fucking sweating, dude. Man, I rushed here. I tried to get here as fast as I can, and I scrambled to get it done, dude. I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to do that 9. And I'm here though. I made it. Sort of. Gotta collect myself because I'm just like, okay, I got the subjects written down. I got the things to talk about here, so it's not all doom and gloom where we're just winging it. That's not happening here. So yeah, it's all good. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Give it 1 second. All right, there we go. Okay, all right, everyone, welcome to this very rushed live, and I appreciate everyone joining. Thank you guys so much for being here. Papa J in the house. Appreciate you being here. Let's go ahead and jump into the subjects real quick that we'll be talking about that we didn't get to the last live, just so that we can have a conversation about it. Mike Williams looked like an absolute beast at training camp. Nick Martin, why his nickname should be called the Shark if he's any good, of course, because you have to deserve your name. And then Alfred Collins, does he have an injury? And then of course the 49ers had Gabe Davis visit the 49ers yesterday. We did not sign him. Doesn't sound like that we're going to sign him if we haven't signed him already, which is all right, which is okay. And then things around the league like Trey Hendrickson, we'll talk about him, for the sake of conversation. The international games have been leaked. The miles of travel for each team has also been leaked. So check out that. There's a lot to talk about, a lot that we could possibly jump into. And I need a drink of water because I'm dying right now. Okay. And of course, speaking of water, we're brought to you by water. That is our sponsor today. Water is super good for you. Drink a cup a day. It's good for your bowels. It's good for your organs. It's good for your skin. I mean, look at this shiny skin because of water, man. Drink some water today because H2O is the way to go. All right. Let's jump into the first one, which is Mike Williams looks like a beast, apparently, according to his rookie minicamp situation, which I'm like, okay, that's a good sign, but I'm not going to take rookie minicamp to heart like that. I love the fact that he came out there looking like a beast. I mean, he's out there looking better than what's his name, Mason Graham right now. So, I mean, there's bright sides to it. Like there's things to be like, okay, things to be thankful for. The dude is in shape, which says an absolute lot. I mean, he could be out of shape, and things of that nature, like Mason Graham. But no, he shows up. He wants to impress. He wants to be good, which is a great start. But I'm not going to sit here and say like he's going to be like he proved himself just because at rookie minicamp. Like absolutely not. But when it comes to things that you can appreciate or like good signs of things to come, it's that, right? It's a good sign. It's a good thing to see from your first round pick, right? Especially for the 49ers who have had just the worst luck when it comes to first round picks. So it's good to see some good at the start of rookie minicamp. So I'm pretty happy about that. Nick Martin, though, let's go ahead and talk about Nick Martin for a second. I like what I'm hearing about Nick Martin from minicamp. I've heard he's learning from coaches really well. He's taking information and he's actually adapting. So that's a good sign from what I've heard. And again, it's just rookie minicamp. So we'll see how it really is in training camp and things like that. But, when you hear, there are certain content creators out there that if there was something bad, they would jump on it. And I didn't hear anything bad about him. But the reason why I think that we should call Nick Martin the Shark, and I'm sure a lot of 49ers fans agree if you've seen it, but Nick Martin showed up to rookie minicamp wearing shark slippers, which I thought was actually hilarious. It's like, be yourself, man. I mean, like you're making a lot of money, so why not? I mean, why not? And apparently that's who he is, something he loves to do. And I wouldn't mind calling him the Shark, especially considering what his trait is supposed to be, which is sniffing out blood, going, being a great tackler, going through reading the holes really well and things of that nature. He's supposed to be like a Dre Greenlaw kind of type player. So if that's the case, I think the Shark is a really good name considering we have a bunch of animals on the team. I think Trent Williams' nickname is the Gorilla. Nick Bosa is the Bear. And then we have the Hyena, I think. Is it the Hyena? I can't remember. And then, I guess Fred Warner's Predator. I don't know if that's really counts as an animal, but I mean, I guess you could because humans are technically animals, and an alien humanoid would technically be an animal. So I guess it kind of counts. It's just kind of a fictional animal at that. But I wouldn't mind giving him a name. I mean, I like Shark. I think Shark's a good name for a linebacker. I think I'm all good for that. And then the last thing, and I'll get to you guys' comments that we'll address. Alfred Collins and his injury. Apparently he's injured. He was in a boot or whatever during his pro day. He should be relatively getting better. I've heard nothing bad news. I've heard a lot of people speculating and assuming things in that nature, being like, okay, it could be bad. It could be great, like in the sense of healing and stuff like that. So we really know nothing about Alfred Collins. So some people are thinking the worst, like, oh, he tore his ACL. We drafted him in the second round. It's like, dude, calm down. Calm down, right? Maybe he does have the injury. He's going to be better. It's fine. We should freak out if it's training camp and he's still hurt, then it'll be a problem. That's when I think you should panic, is then you'd be like, okay, well, maybe drafting this guy may have been a mistake if he's just going to be injury prone like that. Or he's an injured guy and he's not going to help us day one because, he has that injury and we desperately need guys who can start day one. So I wouldn't, it's all speculation from here. There's been no sources saying this injury is this injury, et cetera. It's just a bunch of speculation. So, but I didn't even know. I absolutely didn't know that Alfred Collins was injured before we drafted him. But I like the player, I like the potential, I like what he could be. So I'm a big fan of that situation there. Then, one more last thing. We'll get to the old news and stuff. After we're talking about Mike Williams, talking about Nick Martin, we're talking about Alfred Collins. The Isaiah Naylor? Is it Nair? Yeah, it's Nair. Isaiah Nair. He is 6'4", massive athlete. A lot of people love him. Apparently, he had an excellent catch. Larry Krueger fell in love with this guy. Talks about him all the time. He made a arms out stretch kind of type catch or whatever. And, that's a good sign. I mean, it's rookie minicamp. You're in your shorts. There's no pads on, which is a different game. But, I mean, if it sounds like to me that he won camp based on what everyone's saying, like just from expectations and things of that nature. But would he be getting the same praise right now if he was a first-round pick, second-round pick, or actually drafted? Right? So maybe it's the shock value of what you're getting out of Nair and what that people are reacting to, being like, oh, this undrafted guy is looking pretty good, like he should have been drafted. Totally different story. Because like if he was drafted in the 4th round, would we be saying the same thing? I don't know. But I do like the size. I like the athleticism. I like what I'm hearing about minicamp. Hopefully he's a gem, and I wouldn't put it past the 49ers to find a gem undrafted because they tend to find gems there, mainly running backs, but sometimes they find other gems, that are not running backs, sometimes 6th, 7th round kind of type guys. So I like the sound of minicamp so far. Minicamp has been far from a disappointment. Minicamp has been probably the best news out of minicamp that we've ever gotten. I mean, it really is. The only negative I feel like that came out of minicamp was Alfred Collins' injury. Stout was looking good. I heard Watkins was looking good. I heard Sigil was looking good. Burgeon had that one fumble kick return, but no one's really putting eyes on him. I've heard nothing but great things, and I'm really excited about the future. I can't wait to see these players in the mandatory camp and training camp and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and get to some of these comments, and then we'll talk about some other things as well. That was 49ers rookie. That's 49ers rookie news out of minicamp, all in a nutshell, pretty much. That's happened. That's newsworthy, or like just the update of what's going on there. So, Steve-O in the house, water with no ice, weirdo. Hey, if I was out and about, like if I went outside, trust me, there would be ice in my water and stuff. But I'm in I have a pitcher in the water, and I have a pitcher of water in the fridge. Okay, ready to go. That's already super cold. I pour it in my cup. I tend to drink all of it anyway, so I don't need to use ice. I do use ice for soda because I just feel like that's necessary. I think that's weird. Drinking soda without ice is the weirdest thing, no matter where you're at. But it's 75, 74 degrees in my house, in my apartment at all times. Not the end of the world. It's going to stay cool for an hour or two. So, and I tend to drink all my water, especially when I go live. So it's not that weird. Okay. It's as if you drink soda without ice anywhere you go. That's weird. That's weird. Unless it's like a bottle, right? Like you buy a bottle of soda, that's different. But like if you had, a fountain drink with no ice in it, weird. Okay. If you leave the house with a soda in your cup or whatever, there's no ice in it, weird. That's weird. You have a drink, an alcoholic beverage with no ice in it, weird. That's weird. I was torn on Davis because I really don't want Nair on practice squad, and Davis would make that more likely, in my opinion. Well, Nair has to prove himself, right? Like if he's better than what Davis is, then that's on him, right? It's entirely up to Nair if he can prove himself to be better than Davis, or the potential is there worth keeping over Davis, right? Like it's really up to Nair in that situation. I want Davis because I want a proven commodity. I want a vet on this team, especially when it's 26 years old. I want a guy who's seen it all, done it all. He's been in the playoffs. He has 29 touchdowns, which is 4 more than Brandon Ayuk. I want a guy that's a vet, especially considering Brandon Ayuk has an injury right now where, he wants to come back week 1, but there's no guarantee, right? But apparently he's supposed to come back, mid-season. And then as for Demarcus Robinson, he's going to have a 3-game suspension for sure, it seems like. So you need a vet in there. And if we did that, we'd go in there with just Juwan Jennings as a vet, and I would like a little bit more than that. I like a little more certainty and stuff. But yeah, I like Nair. I like what he can bring to the table, but it's up to him. He's got to prove himself that he can do it, right? And we'll see, because you could still sign Gabe Davis and still sign, work out Isaiah Nair as well. I like Isaiah Nair. I like what people are saying, but I do think people need to cool their jets because it's just rookie minicamp, right? We need to see more from this guy before we make a true judgment of him. Hold on. Hey. Sorry, my cat is hissing at this new cat we're watching. So I got to make sure that they're okay. so they don't fight each other. But anyway, so we'll see. I do like what we see from Isaiah Nair from what I'm hearing about him, but like there's no I'd rather have a proven commodity than the one that's not. So and then who would be the wide receivers in this for sure? Let me go ahead and bring up the roster real quick for Isaiah Nair. Drive. I have the roster here. Hold on. It's not updated, so there's probably some players here. So we got Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings, Jacob Cowing, Demarcus Robinson, Burgeon, Nair, Ayuk, Watkins. So that'd be 8 wide receivers right now. You're probably going to have to bring that down to like 7 or 6. So it's probably it does, because Owens is probably not going to make it. Gage is probably not going to make it. Taylor's probably not going to make it. Hodge is not going to make it. I feel like even if we were to sign Davis, I feel like even before signing Davis, Nair probably isn't going to make it. He would have to outperform Jordan Watkins and Burgeon to be on this roster, or Jacob Cowing has an absolute terrible camp and they move on from Jacob Cowing. That's like the only thing I could see possibly happening here, because Jacob Cowing hasn't proved himself. I know it's only his second year or whatever, but if they like Isaiah Nair, Burgeon, and Watkins more than Cowing, they would cut Cowing. They would move on from Cowing, like 110% for sure. But I wouldn't want them to do that, of course. But so I feel like it's a wide receiver battle between 4 players: Jacob Cowing, Watkins, Nair, and Burgeon. And you're probably only going to be able to keep 2 or 3 of those guys. So out of 5 wide receivers, 2 of them are going to cut. It's either going to be Nair, Burgeon, Cowing, or Watkins. They put themselves in a very interesting predicament, but it does sound like even before Gabe gets cut, Nair is probably going to get cut anyway. Like if Burgeon turns out to be a good kick returner and he turns out to be he can do the punt stuff, he can do the kick stuff, especially considering he broke the record of a lot of things. I don't know, man. I feel like Isaiah Nair, even despite if we sign Davis, is probably not going to make this roster. He would have to seriously have an incredible camp. He would have to make it worth cutting Burgeon or Watkins or Cowing. And I mean, I just feel like that would be damn near almost impossible. Like he would have to defy some serious odds to make that happen. The 49ers can easily move off from Tanner Mordecai, which opens a spot, having 3 quarterbacks. Running backs, CMC, Garendo, Jordan James, and probably Kiner's going to probably fall into the practice squad as well. They're probably going to have like 3 or 4 running backs. Kittle, Farrell, and what's his name? Dwelly are going to make this roster for sure, I think. I don't know, man. I think Isaiah Nair is not going to make this roster regardless. So, yeah. Hey, we're showing some love. That's what I like to see. Crazy Juice in the house. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Steve-O's up in here punching people for some reason, which I don't know how I feel about that. Steve, I need my water iced too. Hey, man, stop hitting on my non-iced water. It's cold. It's cold. So our first runner hasn't been shot yet. Nice progress. That's funny. Scott in the house. Yeah, that's absolutely hilarious, man. That's a good. He hasn't been shot yet, so that's a good. Hey, he was shot in August, I think, or late July or something like that. So there's still time. There's still time. Crazy Juice up. I'm happy the 49ers been doing good this offseason. Hey, Val's showing some love. We're all showing love here. Papa J. The shark slippers are sweet. I like the shark slippers too. It shows that he's it could be a bad thing, I guess, if you really want to be like, cynical about it, where it's like he's just laid back, he's just being himself, things of that nature or whatever. I like that. I like when people are themselves and don't care about what they wear or what they do, and they just do their own thing. I really do respect that a lot. And I respect Nick Martin going out there being like, hey, man, I play linebacker. I'm a beast, and I wear shark slippers. So I really do appreciate that. I do really do appreciate that. Moody is the donkey. I don't know, man. I think ever since Brant Boyer came out and defended Moody a little bit, I'm a little more open-minded about it. I'm a little more open-minded about Moody these days. Trent Williams is the silverback gorilla, 110%. Nick Bosa is the small burr. Purdy is the little burr. What would Purdy be? Like if we gave Purdy an animal, what is like a muskrat? He's the Muad'Dib. He's Muad'Dib. He's the little rat creature from Dune, right? He's Muad'Dib, right? He's not the Lysion Al-Gaib. He's Muad'Dib, which is the little rat thing on Dune. I don't know if you guys understand the reference I'm trying to get at here, but I've read the books, watched the movie, and I would say that that's kind of like the thing that came to my mind there was that he's Muad'Dib. That's who Brock Purdy is. Grant Cohn is the rat. Damn. Lenore is the hyena. That's right. Yeah, people try to link the calf to Achilles and stuff. I think it's just for views, really. I think so too. Kind of drive up conversation, and it's a slow season. There's not really much to talk about, so you kind of like bring up whatever you possibly can, and it's not bad to necessarily bring up conversations or be skeptical. Not skeptical, but like what's the word for? Not skeptical, but look at things at another possibility of stuff. It's not necessarily bad, but it's just like some people are taking like, oh my God, it could be the Achilles. It's like, relax. Like if you said like things of like, it could be the Achilles. If that's Achilles, that's really bad. Things of that nature, that's okay. You're just looking at the possibility of what something could be. So, it just depends. Matt Urtaza in the house. What up, Wolfie Pack? Ho, 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 ho. Oh, what up, Howlers? It's just an act. It's okay. My dog was like, what are you doing? It's okay. It's just a thing, baby. It's just a thing. I promise. Now, go eat your food. Go eat your food. My dog was like, why are you doing that? Tig is the tiger. Who's next? Who's Tig? Jair Brown? Okay, I can see that. Nair's a low risk, high reward, so I think 49ers can take time to develop him in a year or two. Definitely. I just feel like it's going to take a couple of, the odds are against him. He's most likely going to be a practice squad guy. There's eight wide receivers that he's going to have to, and he's the eighth one. So, Under the Helm podcast, his nickname in the house. Hey, you changed your logo thing. Okay, I see you. Alfred has been hurt since the pro day. He should be fine by camp. Let's freaking go, man. That's what I want to see. Man. And shows of love. That's like the man, the myth, the legend. Brady Coker. Will Junior Burgeon make team, and will he start at kick return punter this year? I mean, it's up to him, man. I mean, Dante Pettis was supposed to be that guy, right? He was supposed to be that kick returner, punt returner guy because he broke records or some also. with the Washington Huskies, but he didn't do any of that. They didn't trust him enough. He couldn't translate into the NFL on the kick returns, punt returns thing. So it's really up to Burgeon, man. I don't want to say for sure, but if his FBS record and things of that nature can translate, for sure, I think he can. But I think it's too soon to say that he will. But I hope so, man, because we do need a kick returner, punt returner. We need a guy who can take it to the house. I am kind of tired of, like, for these past few years, when Debo's not, obviously we don't have Debo anymore, but when Debo, is not back there getting the kick returns and punt returns, because that's one thing Debo never forgot to do or never got weak at, which was kick returns, punt returns. He was always good at that. Like when he's not out there, man, I don't trust the 49ers to go out and get a ton of yards and score a touchdown on a kick return, punt return. I can't remember the last time I was like, okay, we could potentially take this to the house, right? This could actually be a very crucial play. I think it's happened a couple times, once or twice. I think Raymond McLeod did it once, but I still didn't believe it then. So I want it to happen. I want Burgeon to be the guy. I want him to translate from the college to the NFL. I would absolutely love that, but I just don't. I don't want to hold him to it because I've seen this before from kick returners, punt returners, from Dante Pettis, and they're not working out. But we desperately need a guy that when a kick comes off or a punt return happens, we can be like, okay, there's potential that this guy could take it to the house. This guy could take it to the 20-yard line, 30-yard line, or whatever, the other team. It just really depends. So I'm not going to hold it to him. But Guerendo did a pretty good job that one time, but I don't think the 49ers are going to risk Guerendo being a kick returner. I don't really see that. I think they like him as the second option at running back, so they're probably not going to risk him on special teams. But Guerendo was solid, I think, as a kick returner. But Burgeon, I hope he really does. I really hope he does show up. And we're showing some love. That's what I like to see. Brady Coker knows. Wolfie, you shorts are legendary. Thanks, man. I forgot who said it. I think it was Juan or Strawberry a long time ago. This was like maybe 7 months ago. This was before I got monetized. He was like, you should just do shorts, man. It's like your thing. It's something you get more views on, something you're more better at. And I was like, well, I appreciate that, man. So it's kind of something I just, since I got monetized, I focus on now more. It's not wrong. Like I love doing shorts a lot more. Shorts are just a lot more, I find them more fun to do. And it's not like because they're easy to do, but it's just kind of like I don't have to force myself to talk for 8 minutes, 10 minutes on a subject where I don't need to repeat myself, right? Like I feel like when you make a long video, sometimes it's like 8-10 minutes, you're kind of treating the audience like they're stupid in a sense of like, I just repeated myself 10 times just so I could reach 8-10 minutes. And it's like, you guys heard this already. And while shorts, man, I could just say the points. I could just be like this, and this, right? And then just move on. Like you guys don't need to hear me say something 20 freaking times. And so I just love shorts that way. Also games are a lot funner that way. I like playing games. I like doing every day trying to get stuff because it's, not serious stuff. It's just kind of fun, enjoy the little things kind of type game. It's just, shorts are just so much better. Like I enjoy myself a lot more. So, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. I love making shorts. I really do. Lambo, which is Lambo, I think. Lamborghini. Lamborghini is at Stouts University at the moment. Might be live in an hour or so. Oh, shizzle. Hey, they're in. I don't know what that means. Lombardi will go live later. He's at Stouts University talking to coaches. Lombardi's kind of upped his game a little bit when it comes to lives. As of late, I've seen Lombardi doing like this reading rainbow-esque, like, news. Like sometimes, I don't know if this happens with you. I've only lived in California and Washington State, but sometimes before like your local news channel comes on, like the guy is the camera is like focused on him. And as he walks, the camera follows him and he's telling you like what's happened, what's going to come up of the news today. Today, we're going to talk about this. And like the camera follows him. Like Lombardi, it is the way he does things kind of reminds me of that. Like the way he's doing his videos is just kind of, it really reminds me of like some classic news shit. Like it really honestly does. So, will Junior make the team and start at kick return? Oh, he'll make the team. I think he'll make the team. I think Burgeon is between Burgeon and Nair. I think the 49ers are going to keep 7 wide receivers. That might be crazy, but I think the 49ers are going to keep 7 wide receivers on this roster. I think they like Demarcus Robinson. I think they want to. I guess Brandon Ayuk, if he's injured and is able to come back in the midseason, technically that's a free roster spot until he comes back. So they'll have a lot. So like that's a free spot right there. Also, Demarcus Robinson's suspension as well. That's a free spot for 3 weeks there. So technically the 49ers could keep Burgeon because if there's 8 wide receivers, right, that are most likely going to keep this are going to make this roster, Burgeon's not coming back till week 4. So that's a roster spot that another wide receiver like Burgeon, Nair, and Cowing, and what's his name? Watkins can take. That's 4 wide receivers right there. Now you have 3 spots left. You have 3 of those 4 back-end wide receivers left. Then you have Ayuk's injured. If he's probably not going to come back till midseason, which, boom, now you just got 2 wide receivers there. So that 4 plus that 2 is 6. So technically, yeah, if you really kind of think about it, the 49ers could keep Isaiah Nair for 3 games if they wanted to. Burgeon for 7 games if he can do stuff, until Ayuk comes back. So there's a way for them to really get the most out of these players. I would say Burgeon definitely makes his roster. I'd be kind of shocked if he doesn't, just because like he has that kick return, punt return ability. But I also don't want to say shocked either, because it's just kind of his specialty is kick returns, punt returns. And if he cannot do it, he's going to be cut. Right? I'm telling you right now, that's his thing. And if he cannot do the kick return, punt return thing, he's going to be cut. Hey, showing some love. That's what I like to see. Tune in David Lombardi. It's on there to go all in, 110%, man. But like I said, man, he actually has potential to make the roster for at least the first 3 weeks. Is Lombardi live? I watch him all the time. Mike, please throw in the link. Everyone knows where David Lombardi is, man. Like that. David Lombardi is not, what's his name? 49ers media. Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Papa. Let's slow down. Lombardi isn't live right now. And Larry Krueger. Jerry Watkins got some thick thighs, boss. Hey, you got to look at the You got to look at the specimen. You got to look at the specimen. You got to look at like the calves, the thighs, and all of that. With just being subjective, because you have to know what you're getting, right? Athleticism is important. It's not like you're looking at him as eye candy. You're looking as, can this guy contribute and can his body hold up? And so it's okay. It's okay. I know exactly where you're coming from, man. If he's got thick thighs, it's important. I think that's important. Gabe Davis probably not healthy for week 1. If that's the case, he's probably not going to get signed. They're probably going to keep him around until he does get healthy, if none of the wide receivers show up. But if he's not healthy now, then I wouldn't say we sign him. I would not see that happening. But please wait after the show if he was live. Hey, yeah, appreciate it. I dropped my pen. But I got a new pen. All right. Nair might be a red shirt. Definitely might be a red shirt. Like I said, I think he might make that 3. He might be there for the first 3 weeks. I don't see Watkins getting cut, but the others maybe. Yeah, Watkins is not going anywhere, right? I don't see them cutting or getting rid of Watkins at all. That'd be actually kind of crazy. They wouldn't do that. It's a 4th round pick. You don't do that to 4th round picks. They're not going to do that to Jordan James either, right? They're going to keep him on roster. Like whatever, if you're a certain pick, man, you don't just cut 3rd rounders, 4th rounders, heck, even 5th rounders. I think it comes to a point where like you're a 6th, 7th undrafted guy is kind of where you're most likely going to get cut for sure. We'll drink some coffee. Cowling and Pearsall have been working hard. They're best friends and will make the team. I hope so, man. I really do hope Cowling works out. I have high hopes for Cowling, man. I like his catch radius. I like his potential. Even though he's small, man, I still believe in him. I like Cowling a lot, man. I liked him before the 49ers drafted him, actually. I was a big fan of him. When we drafted him, I was a big fan. I know 49ers media was actually just ecstatic when we drafted him. So I really have high hopes. I have high hopes for Cowan. And what's that singer's name? I can't think of his name. I am from Montana, where Jordan Burden played for 4 years. You believe in Burden? It sounds like you really want Burden to succeed, man. You've been a fan of his for a while. That's good. That's good. That's good. What else? He's a good man, Montana boy. He's a dog and will produce if given the chance. Well, he's gonna be given the chance, man. 110%. He's gonna have his chance. He's gonna have his opportunity, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's always injuries. That's true. That's true. Cowling is looking stronger. Brady, he does look strong. I've seen his tape. I've seen his workouts, stuff like that. He's looking pretty good. So upset Malik Stafford got hurt. That came out of nowhere, dude. That came out of nowhere. Like, I was like, what? It's a good thing we drafted safety, though, in the 5th round then, at the end of that 5th round. And I also like Marquise Sigil, too. Like, I didn't know who he was, but I went to watch his film and saw breakdowns of him. Might have got a gem there. Dude looks pretty solid. Not going to lie. And I think he was the fastest safety in the draft as well. I think he ran the fastest 40 time. He ran fast 40 time. 2 weeks before week 1, he was shot. I don't know what we're talking about. This is Moody last chance. I think so too. I think if you can't make it worth Brant Boyer, man, you can't make it work at all. But hey, like I think I said this last live, but just kind of thrown out there now. This is actually the first time that what's his name? This is actually the first time that Moody has had pressure in the offseason. When it came to the first week, right? When it came the first week, when it came to the first year as a rookie, he didn't have pressure. It was going to be his job, 3rd round pick. It's going to happen. 2nd year, offseason, no pressure. It's going to be his job. He actually played decent as a rookie his first year. You kind of hope he took the leap. No pressure at all, right? And everyone's like, oh, he's a practice god at that point, and well, it's like, yeah, he had no pressure. It was his job. So, of course, he's going to make those kicks. But then in the end game, he has those pressures. Now, this offseason, he actually has pressure. This is the first time he's ever had pressure in an offseason where he may or may not keep his job. So there's things to enjoy. There's things to like. There's things to be like, okay, this is different. It's not the same. It's not the same practice god situation. It's really not. Water lizard that walks on water. Oh, that's interesting. Kittle called him in himself. Called him in himself. What? A water lizard? So I guess I'll call him the crocodile then. Probably call him the crocodile. Mike Invader cussed out a person in chat, but you muted me. That, like Lombardi, blocked me because I asked why he was always moves his neck like Merton Hanks saw. What? You mean why does he move his neck like he's Batman? I'm kidding. I kid. Yeah, Invader. Invader always comes in here, man. He always talks shit. I think he's already called me. I don't want to get demonetized or get a strike here when I say this, but he called me mentally challenged, I should say. He called me what some would call a cat, but the curse word for a cat, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Invader doesn't like me for some reason. I feel like Invader doesn't like any creator that's a 49ers creator. That's not someone that's big or like competition, I should say. I don't think he likes competition because I've seen him in Terradome's lives. I've seen him in other lives of small creators just talking shit about them. And I don't know why he does that. It's kind of weird to me. Like I feel like he's just, I guess he just loves Lombardi, loves Grant Cohn, loves Larry Krueger a lot, where he's just trying to demean smaller competition for some reason. I don't know why, like they've made name for themselves. It's just weird to me. But hey, every time he comes in here, man, it gives me views, it gives me likes, so I don't mind it. That's why I haven't blocked him. If Burgeon doesn't win the return job, he will be cut. Exactly. I agree with that. 110%. Doesn't get that. That's why they brought him in. Yeah, I agree 100%. That's why they brought him in. They brought him in to be the kick returner, punt returner guy. If he can't do it, he's going to be cut. And then that'll be Nayer's job for sure. Guarendo's a good kick returner from what I saw. Yeah, he does look great, but they're probably not going to use him there just because of the they're probably not going to use him there because he's the second running back, can't risk him getting injured and things of that nature. So I don't see him being kick returner. You know what? I take that back. He might be if Burgeon doesn't get the job. If Burgeon doesn't show up, the 49ers might be tasked with being like, okay, we got Kiner, we got Jordan James just in case. We got CMC if he gets hurt, just in case. So maybe. Yeah, he has to impress. He's a 7th round pick, last pick of the draft. You could argue that Burgeon and Nayer are like in the same basket. They both have to prove themselves. They both have situations there. I wouldn't say pick 252 has a better chance than an undrafted player. If you ask me, I really don't. I definitely invested in Ricky Pearsall autographs and sports cards, Calvin Guerrero too. So I pray they produce. And I wish you the best too, man. I hope they produce too, man. I hope those cards become significantly valued, brother. I see you, man. I see you. I hope it works out too, man. But yeah, who's ready for the NFL schedule release tomorrow? I am, dude. I'm stoked. My goats. Salvador in the house. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You made this comment like 12 minutes ago. Just get to the comments, man. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're supporting the channel, man. You're awesome per usual. That's actually a good segue into the – where is that? There it is. Okay. Adam Schefter. Share the screen. Boom. All right, so here's the international games that we got so far. So we know this is happening. Okay, so this is what we know is happening with these teams. 49ers are not on it. No 49ers have no international games. We have one in Sao Paulo, which is Corinthians Arena, September 5th, which I believe is the next day after the first game, which Dallas Cowboys and Eagles play on September 4th. Then you got the Vikings have 2 international games, which is actually crazy to me. They play September 28th and the 5th. That's actually crazy. Vikings got done a little dirty here, not gonna lie to you. The Browns, Steelers, I got the Vikings winning both those games for sure. Broncos playing the Jets in London the next week after the Vikings-Browns game. I got the Broncos winning that one for sure. LA Rams versus the Jaguars. Man, they got some shitty games. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. These are some poo-poo games. All right, these are not good games. I guarantee you that Chargers game is going to be someone like I don't know who they play. So I'm just winging it here. Trying to think of like the Titans. It's probably like Titans at the Chargers or some shit. That's probably what's going to happen. Because look at all these trash teams. Like Dolphins, I don't believe in. Washington's going to crush them. Falcons, I feel like are going to crush the Indianapolis Colts. Rams are going to crush the Jaguars. Broncos are going to crush the Jets. The Vikings are going to defeat the Browns if J.J. McCarthy's actually good. If J.J. McCarthy's good, this would actually be – if J.J. McCarthy's not good, the Steelers and Browns games could be actually really good for the most part. It's just shitty quarterback play is probably what's going to happen. But so the Vikings games, maybe, but the rest of the 4, they get some trash games, which I like because I think you got to keep the good games in-house. Got to keep the good games in-house. So, Salvador, I am go 49ers. Hey, so you live in Spokane, Washington. Hey, man, I'm from Tri-Cities. I'm from the Tri-Cities. So you're just about an hour. I want to say it was like an hour and a half drive from where I was. I've been to Spokane a couple times. They have a what's the burger place that I absolutely love? Oh, it's like it looks ghetto as shit though, but their food's amazing. I can't think of it's been so long since I've been to Washington, but there's a burger place that's like in that southeast, Washington area, counting the east area of Spokane as well. I can't think of the burger place, but it's like local around that particular area. Yeah. Spokane though has good concerts, man. That's where the concerts are at. That's where I saw Chevelle, big Chevelle fan. It's my favorite rock band. Content creator I really respect is you and Brad Graham at SS9ers. I see you. All right. And I'm not talking about the hospital. Those are both good. Brad is a good guy. Brad's dope, dude. I like Brad. I respect Brad. Brad's he keeps himself. He works well with others and things of that nature. He kind of just does his thing, and I really do respect that. Like, he never gets involved in anybody else's drama or problems, even though a couple times I've seen someone talk shit about him when it's like, why? I never understood. I don't want to make this about this conversation at all. I really don't. But like, I understand. I understand like hating on certain content creators where like one personality is different than the other. Like my personality, the way I, view things is different than the one that shall not be named. So of course there's going to be conflict and things of that nature. But like, there's some people out there where there's like, there's no reason to hate on them, or there's no reason to go out of your way to cause problems when there's been no friction between you two of any kind. Like, I never understood that. I'm not going to go into the one that shall not be named comment section and tell people like, how dare you watch this guy? And you should have gone I'm staying in my territory. He's staying in his territory, kind of doing your own thing. But I've seen some people, man, just go out of their way to like talk shit about people that doesn't even affect them, things of that nature. I don't understand that part. So, bang, bang, down a gang, baby. Good afternoon, everyone. Nikita in the house. However, it was a great Tuesday. My dad told week 1 Cowboys at the Eagles. I got the Eagles winning that one because their coach is genuinely booty sweat. Where's Calvin going to cut rumor coming from? 49ers are super high on him. I wouldn't say there's a rumor of him being cut. I haven't heard a rumor of him being cut. It's just that, Pearsall's relatively proved himself. Demarcus Robinson's most likely going to make the roster. It's just conversation. I wouldn't say it's a rumor that he's going to be cut. It's just that he could be a cut candidate. So I wouldn't put that in the same territory as like, oh, he's going to be cut. He's not performing. He's not doing good. It's rookie minicamp. We haven't seen much of him. We've seen some good things of him in the offseason and such. It's just people conversating because he is technically on the back half, the back 4 of the wide receivers, because Demarcus Robinson's got a spot, Brandon Ayuk's got a spot, Juwan Jennings has got a spot, and who's the other guy? Juwan Jennings, and Pearsall, right? And they're not cutting Watkins. Like, they're not cutting their 4th round pick they just got. So that's 5 wide receivers I guarantee you are making this roster. And so like Cowing's like the 6th, 7th, 8th guy. So that's where that conversation comes from. But I wouldn't say right now he's on the bubble of being cut. It's just that he's in the back end right now. He's got to prove himself. Was good to see videos of Cowing and Pearsall practice with Purdy during the offseason. It was, man. Good vibes. Shout out to Purdy, man, being a team player. He doesn't have to be out there doing that. Middle of contract negotiations. He doesn't have to be out there practicing. He doesn't have to be out there getting familiar with the team. So shout out to him. And I do like the fact that it screams good, positive things between the 49ers and Brock Purdy's camp. That deal most likely will get done. I like seeing that too. I like seeing that too. We need the rookie D-line to unlock Bosa. Got to stop the run too. Gilbert in the house. Filthy Casual in the house. 100%, man. That rookie team needs to step the F up, dude. Needs to step up. I believe in this. I believe in the D-line. I really honestly do. I like the picks we got. They got day one starter potential. And they got guys who are more run stoppers than they are pass rushers. So I'm a big fan of what they got. I like the potential they got. We might not see a ton of sacks from Mikael Williams or the D tackles we got. We might not see a ton of sacks. He might have 5.5 sacks, 6.5 sacks, 7, something like that. But if he can stop the run, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. Moody needs to bulk up some so he steamrolled if he has to. Yeah, that dude's made of glass, dude. That dude's made of glass. His ankles, bro. Like his ankle, I understand that he got tackled in an awkward way, but if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, it's just been a while since I've seen it, but from what I remember on the top of my head, when he got tackled, he was like no force at all. There was no wall. It's like his torso and head bent, and then his foot also bent with it. It was a really weird way to mess up your ankle. It was like you expect like a back injury or like a leg injury there or a head injury, but no, he messed up his ankle. Invader blocked me too. Don't worry, I never even talked to him once. I haven't blocked him yet. He hasn't blocked me yet. I don't think he has. Could have, which I don't mind. I mean, it's up to him. Nobody. Yeah, and my jersey. What the fuck? Yeah, it happens, man. He. You get haters, man. Not everyone's gonna be everyone's cup of tea, like I always say. Invader is cool, says Papa. I don't know about that. He's definitely not cool with me. I'll tell you that much. He blocked me because I'm a female and said no females and allowed in foreign. I had talk chats. L take, Nikita. I'm sorry you have to go through that. I got nothing against Vader. I never engaged with him at all, but he blocked me. You probably said something that he didn't like, or you disagreed with him on something. Probably. Vikings back-to-back. Yep. It's definitely going to be that. I kind of feel bad for the Vikings at that point. Bet 49ers play Browns week 1. That's not. Do they play the Browns? I haven't seen the schedule. I haven't seen the players they play, teams they play, but it's possible. Not really. It's hard. It's only an hour and a half flight. Hour and a half flight to Tri-Cities to Spokane? No, it's not. It's an hour and a half drive. Do the Vikings get some kind of compensation for playing overseas back-to-back? Brad's a badass. I don't think so. I don't think they do. Double and 11 is an hour and a half. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, gotcha. That's not too bad then. That's not too bad. Like, don't ask me international stuff. I'm not very good with geography international, right? Like, I'm like British people when they ask you to tell you where states are. I couldn't tell you. I'm terrible with geography. But, I mean, back in elementary school, I mean, I could draw America perfectly. Like the outline of it, it's pretty damn good. Got an A, just saying. Browns might be better than people think. If Shador is good enough, where Flacco is serviceable, they drafted Judkins and can lean on the run and defense, take a lot of pressure off the offense and QBs. If you got more than one QB, you got no QB at all. So I don't know, man. It just depends, dude. It really aren't. There's a lot of question marks for the Browns. It's just it's like one of the hardest things to predict when it comes to Browns. Sometimes they pull a good season out of their ass, and sometimes they don't. Like that year where their defense was phenomenal, carrying them. Flacco was serviceable. It was working out, and then it stopped working out once they hit the playoffs. It's kind of the same thing with right now. You don't know what Shador is. You don't know what Dylan Gabriel is. You don't know what Kenny Pickett could be to them. You don't know what Joe Flacco could be to them right now, considering how old he is. Like, that quarterback position is a big deal. It is such a big deal if they're going to be good or not. But I don't think they're going to be good. If I had to just make a guess, with little information that I have about it, because I don't know who these quarterbacks are, I'm gonna say they're not gonna be good. The rumors Mac Jones could be traded to the Saints for a mid-round pick. Do it. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I saw that article. I think someone just brought up the idea that they should do it. I think it's gonna happen, but they should do it. Moody's replacement last season messed up his shoulder trying to tackle. Hope the new special teams coach cleans that up. Gotta clean that up. Totally understand. A commercial with what the hell? Coffee time. Be right back. Hey, enjoy that coffee, man. Enjoy that coffee. Browns, the extra game we play. That's probably like game 7. That's probably our last game of the season then. Smash that like button. Beat the shit out of it. Destroy it. Finish it. Appreciate it. All right. So let's go ahead. You guys saw the international games, right? You saw the Vikings, Broncos, Rams, Falcons, Commanders, Dolphins, Colts, Jaguars, Jets, Browns, Steelers, Chargers. You saw those teams. Now, what I find interesting about all that, there's 2 teams that don't travel are going to be top 10 in miles traveled. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I hope you guys can. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see that. The Chargers, they obviously they're traveling to Corinthians Arena. That's going to add to their travel time. They got the most travel. They have the most travel. Rams, they're also traveling international. That's a huge chunk of miles. Seattle, they're not. So they're probably like in-house. They travel the most. Jacksonville, they're traveling international. The San Francisco 49ers are 5th in travel, and they're not international. They are not international, and yet they're 5th in miles travel. Seattle Seahawks are the only team that travels the most, which kind of makes sense. I mean, they're way up there in the corner, right, away from like every other possible team. So that kind of makes sense. But for San Francisco 49ers, man, they have to travel a lot. 5th in travel, which, I mean, it happens every single year. 49ers always have to travel very far. It seems to be the case. And in this case, they're traveling the 5th most, which can do a lot on the mind. Traveling is not easy. When you have less travel, it's the better. So San Francisco 49ers have 5th in travel. Hopefully that's not a big deal. Hopefully that's not a problem. But, technically 2nd, if you don't want to count international teams, they're 2nd in traveling miles. So there's that. What I do find interesting. Hold on. What I do find interesting. Cincinnati's only traveling 8,753 miles. What in the F? They don't have to go anywhere. Only 8,000 miles, dude. Well, I guess 9,000 if you want to round up. But, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, dude. That seems like, in terms of, moving from my couch to my bed, man, it's not that far. It's just – that's very interesting to see that Cincinnati Bengals might be better than people think with that kind of travel. I mean, that means better rest, better way, more situations to gather yourself. The Cincinnati Bengals, Buffalo, Baltimore, Detroit, very good situations there as well. Philly is up there in the bottom 3 teams, bottom third of teams there. But the teams that got it the worst are Seahawks, are Chargers, Rams, Seahawks, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Atlanta, Indianapolis, Miami, Denver, Kansas City, and the Washington Commanders. And you can add the Arizona Cardinals in there as well. But 5th most travel team for the San Francisco 49ers and they're not even going international. Kind of crazy, if you were to ask me there. Okay. Kind of crazy. See what we got here. Does Brock finish the top 5 in QB this season? From Mark Schlarth, he thinks so. It just depends. I don't know, man. It's definitely in his favor, I feel like, because the schedule, he's got some good weapons out there. I believe in Brock. You got Robert Saleh as a good defense, so he's not going to choke away games on defense. You wouldn't expect him to. I think he's got a good opportunity to do that. I think he's got a good opportunity to do that. I think he's got a good opportunity to repeat his 2023 season. I really do on offense. I think this is a really good situation. My only concern is that offensive line. The offensive line is the only thing that concerns me with that. If we had somewhat of a good offensive line, I'd be for it. It's just the offensive line is what scares me. Strawberry in the house. The West Coast teams always have a lot to travel, 110%. Still a lot, though. Want to see how much rest time the 49ers get this season. They had at least amount of downtime last season. With all that travel, probably not very high. Ohio's in the middle of the country also, surrounded by teams. 8,000 miles is not very far. Bengals didn't improve their defense much. I agree, they didn't do much there. Bengals, I thought their draft was – I hated their draft. I absolutely hated the Bengals draft. I think the rest advantage is a bigger deal. 49ers had the worst rest advantage in the history of the NFL last year and the worst in the league in 2023. And it's probably going to be up there again this year. I'm pretty confident in that. Here's hoping the league doesn't screw them with rest disadvantage again. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I hope so too. Also, Bengals low mileage makes sense. Midwest teams, exactly. But 8,000 is a lot. It's not a lot, dude. That is not a lot. Bengals can literally ride in a bus to Cleveland, Pittsburgh every year. They could, man. They could. You'd think they would be better. You think the Bengals would be a better team with all that rest and lack of traveling. You think they would be better at what they do. So, and speaking of the Bengals, the last subject I have here written down to talk about, we talked about Mike Williams, we talked about the rookies, Nick Martin, Alfred Collins, the injury. We talked about signing Gabe Davis possibly. We talked about that. The last thing I want to bring up that's around the NFL, and it is about the Bengals. Trey Hendrickson is saying that contract talks are absolutely atrocious, that they have not been communicating, they have not been talking, that it turns out that Trey Hendrickson, he's talking about not playing. He's like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not playing on this contract. I am not doing it. I don't blame him. He's getting paid less than $16 million a year, and he led the league last year in sacks. I mean, to not even – I don't know what they're offering him. I really honestly don't. He is older, so I can't imagine a team giving him $35 to $40 million. But from what I've heard from Trey Hendrickson's camp, from what I've researched, Trey Hendrickson is not even asking for top dollar. He's not asking for $35, $40 million. Apparently, he just wants to be paid respectively. He wants his pay grade to go up. So if they're being stingy, being like, well, here's $20 million, here's $25, I'd pay $30 million for the guy. Honestly, I would. I'd pay $30 million. I wouldn't. He's older. He's 30 years old. I wouldn't pay $35 to $40 million for the guy, but I would pay $30 million for him. I mean, $25 million for sure. But just if you think that he should just play on that contract, I think that's crazy. The man's deserved a raise, and his money deserves to be because of some respect. He deserves to get paid at least $25 to $30 million. Heck, 30 to maybe 32, 31 million, somewhere around there. I think it's actually crazy that the Bengals are just playing this game. And I understand the Bengals are known for doing this, especially with the Jamar Chase situation, the T. Higgins situation. But to pay T. Higgins over Trey Hendrickson, I actually think that's crazy. I mean, to put T. Higgins, who's like your 1B wide receiver, and you pay him the money, and not Trey Hendrickson is crazy. I think they should pay him because if Trey Hendrickson's not out there, their season's over, right? That's how important he is. That's how, I can't see this team suddenly being good on defense. They didn't have a very good draft. They did not have a good. I don't think they drafted a D end. I'm pretty sure they drafted a linebacker. I think they did draft a D end, but he's holding out. Shamar Stewart, and even then, he's got no production. You can't bank on him getting sacks. You can't bank on him like being the cornerstone of your defense. You're okay. Let's say you think $30 million, $35 million is too much for Trey Hendrickson. What Trey Hendrickson brings to that team is a lot more than just him. He can teach Shamar Stewart things. He can help Shamar Stewart get better. You need a vet like that on the field, especially on the same line. And it's crazy. I think it's insane what the Bengals are doing. They're toying with their season. And if Trey Hendrickson's not out there, they're not winning games. It doesn't matter, dude. We saw it last year with Joe Burrow where he could not keep up with the defense and how bad it was. He couldn't do it. He was scoring points 35, 40. Didn't matter. Did not matter because their defense was paper. It didn't matter. The Browns could have scored, probably could have beat them. I think did beat them. I could be wrong. It's been a while. I haven't seen the record. But their team is bad. And it's just, I don't understand. It's just crazy to me. You paid Jamar Chase, you paid T. Higgins, and acting like you're serious with the season, acting like you want to win games. You actually want to be competitive this year. You're putting way too much on the Burrow's plate, Jamar Chase's plate, T. Higgins' plate. You're putting way too much on those guys, and you think defense means absolutely nothing. Trey Henderson deserves better. Trey Henderson should be traded, if you ask me. And the Bengals should just – because, if the Bengals are already going to forfeit their season by not paying Trey Hendrickson, you might as well trade him and get some picks next year. Or trade him for a downgraded D end and some picks. Because what they're doing is stupid, is bona fide dumb, okay? They have nothing on their defense. Nothing that they can tell, okay, we don't have Trey Henderson, but we have this guy. No, they don't. Trey Hendrickson is their guy. It'd be like not paying Nick Bosa. You got to do it because he's that guy. He's that cornerstone on that line. They have nothing else. And so I think it's nuts, absolutely nuts to not pay him. And if Trey Hendrickson's not on that roster and he's not paid and he holds out during the season, Bengals are irrelevant. They're not winning shit. So it's absolutely crazy. But all right, guys, those are all the subject. Those are all the things that we have talked about. The Bengals are going to cave like the Browns did with Myles Garrett. We'll see, man, but I don't think so, man. I think the Bengals are a little more stubborn than the Browns, but we'll see, man. They need to cave. It's in Trey Henderson's hands. Trey Henderson has all the cards, especially considering how they drafted. It's if he's not out there, Bengals are screwed. It's done. It's over before it even started. So that's everything, guys. We talked about Nick Martin. He's going to be the Shark. That's his nickname. He's just got to live up to it. Alfred Collins' injury, something before Pro Day, but I don't remember who said it in the chat. But apparently Alfred Collins should be ready for week 1 or training camp. Mike Williams is looking really good, but I wouldn't look too much into it because it's just rookie minicamp. It's just shorts. It's not that big of a deal. We talked about Gabe Davis. We talked about Trey Hendrickson. We talked about the international games. We talked about the travel for the 49ers. We covered a lot, man, in under an hour and 10 minutes. We had a great conversation about things, right? Talked about Brad Graham. Talked about Invader Niner. Things like that, man. We had a blast. Absolute blast. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best, man. Papa J, you're the best mod a bro can ask for. Filthy Casual, thank you for being here as well. Steve-O, as always. Val, thank you so much. Strawberry, I know you got here in the back end, pause, but I still appreciate you showing up. Appreciate the conversations as always, man. Can't wait to have more conversations with you. Val, of course, is an OG, is an absolute OG. Gilbert Reynolds, hope to see more of you, man. Appreciate you being here. Nikita, thank you so much, as always. Hope you and your dad are doing good. Historic, as always, thank you so much. Salvador in the house. Good to see you, man. Mike Aterza, thank you so much for being here as well. He's a 49ers legend, the myth, the legend. Mike in the house. Brady Coker, appreciate you seeing you. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Who else we got? Historic, the Under the Helm podcast. Thank you for supporting the channel as well. Who else is in here? There's someone else. Crazy Juice, thank you for being here. Support the channel. Thank you as always. And Scott Lacoste Jr. You guys are absolutely awesome. The best a Wolfpack can ask for. You guys are the best howlers a homie can ask for, man. Truly. Thank you guys so much. And to everyone who watches this later, be part of the Wolfpack, be a howler, be part of the conversation, because at the end of the day, that's what these lives are. It's just one big conversation where we talk about the game that we absolutely love, which is football. We love football, and I would love for you guys to be part of it. So be sure to sub and join the lives. And be sure to like this live as well later on if you watch it later, because it helps me out a lot, supports this channel. This channel is absolutely nothing without you guys. I wouldn't be here today without you guys. This channel wouldn't be at 4,000 subscribers without you guys. Every single one of you matter to me, and I appreciate you down to the bottom of my heart. And, of course, every single like makes my 49ers heart grow from here to here. All love, fam. I'll see you next video. Bang, bang, not a gang, baby.